I have all of these selvages and I want to make something useful out of them. The reason why I like selvages is because they are the end of the fabrics and they don't fray. This makes them really easy to use, you don't have to fold the sides under. They come with all different designs and writing and colours on them. They come with coloured dots like these and different patterns and writing. This one's really cute, it's got bumblebees, but I'm not sure if you can see that. I have a foundation piece of fabric that is 6 inches by 4 inches. I want to draw a 45-degree angle onto the fabric, so I'm putting the 45-degree line across the bottom of the fabric and then drawing the line, and this is for my guide. I thought I'd recorded this and I hadn't, so this is a recording of a previous project that I did, but the technique is exactly the same. I like to keep the fabric in the same direction, so all the words and the numbers all face in the same way. Lay the first piece right side facing up and then lay the next strip over the top. I lay it over about 1/4 of an inch and I like to use a small zigzag stitch to top stitch that down. Continue sewing the strips in the same way until all of the base fabric is covered. Trim back all the edges down to the foundation piece. I have a piece of fabric that is 4 inches by 6 inches. Put this right sides together on top of the selvage fabric and clip, and we're going to sew this seam down. Make sure to backstitch at both ends. Give it a good press and then top stitch. A 5-inch square, fold it in half and then half this way. Draw a 4-inch square within that 5-inch square. So basically 1/2 inch all the way around the outside edges. I now have a 4-inch square within that shape. Measure 1/2 inch down the centre line. Then from the centre line measure out 1 inch. And on the outside edge measure down 1 inch. And mark the centre line down on the bottom. So what I want to do now is basically just draw a heart shape. Cut around that shape and there you have a 4-inch heart. Take a piece of foundation fabric and draw the heart onto the fabric. Cut a square around the heart shape. Here I'm using a 6-inch square. Trim the edges so it's slightly smaller than the main fabric and find the centre of the heart and mark that. Place the heart foundation piece onto the main fabric, lining up the centre marks and pin down. And we're going to sew around that drawn line. Cut around the inside of the heart shape and cut close to the stitches to remove the bulk. Clip into the point of the heart, try not to cut the stitches, and pull the fabric right side out and give it a good press. Lay a piece of fabric bigger than your heart shape with enough seam allowance all the way around the edge and pin that down, both with right sides facing up. And top stitch that down. I decided to go over the top with a decorative stitch. I'm using the decorative blanket stitch on my machine. Trim away any excess fabric. Cut a piece of scrap batting slightly bigger than your fabric. I'm drawing a 1-inch diagonal grid across the fabric, 2.5 centimetres in both directions. For the heart, I'm going to quilt inside and just trace the shape. And for the fabric, I'm just going to sew over the lines but not over the heart shape. I'm giving it a good press, and this will also remove all the heat erasable pen marks off the front. Trim the fabric down to a 6-inch square, making sure that you keep the centre line of the fabric in the centre. Cut a piece of backing fabric 6 inches square and place it right sides facing down onto the main fabric and pin all the way round. Sew around all 4 edges but leave this piece open. Make sure to backstitch at both ends. Trim back the corners and flip right sides out. Making sure that you poke out all of the corners. Give it a good press. And now tuck in the raw edges and pin the opening closed. I'm going to top stitch all the way around the outside edge, and this will close up the opening. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all of the above. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully I can continue making these videos for you. Thank you for watching. Until next time.